Allegations of a drunk bus driver, lockdowns, and child abuse have kept GDOE administrators busy in the last few weeks, and now they're also responding to a report of two riots that broke out within moments of each other at two separate schools, resulting in 21 students being disciplined. PNC's Rebecca Elmore again with the story.
So it's not something that we like to see, but it is something that we are prepared for, unfortunately.
It's been a series of unfortunate events at the Guam Department of Education. Lockdowns, evacuations, allegations of child abuse, and even reports of a bus driver driving while drunk. The latest scandal? A total of 21 students from two different middle schools have been disciplined for either rioting or intoxication. GDOE's acting superintendent Joe Sanchez responded to the latest offenses, saying that it all began when a small fight broke out at Beneventi Middle School.
I believe a smaller fight between students started in a particular area of the school. They were brought in. Friends of those students ended up fighting again. So it was something that kind of escalated into more students kind of backing each other up. And then ultimately, the most recent report that we got was they brought in 16 students.
By the time Beneventi Middle School informed GDOE, Sanchez says the school was still investigating the situation, due in part to the sheer number of students involved in the riot. He says that continued discussion with the 16 students cited for the riot at Beneventi could mean there's a possibility more students will be added to the ongoing investigation. Moments after the riot, nearly the same incident mirroring Beneventi took place at F.B. Leon Guerrero Middle School, but this time, alcohol was involved.
So one is at F.B. Leon Guerrero Middle School, where we had a couple of students who kind of exited the gate, jumped over the gate, left school for a little bit, and then eventually came back. We later on found out that they were intoxicated. They actually had carrying some metal bars and were threatening staff. And immediately what the school had to do was, kind of put the school on lockdown, make sure that the students were kind of removed from the regular population. GPD was called in. GPD responded very quickly to the school, and those students were taken into custody.
A total of 5 students were taken into custody, and according to Sanchez, rioting is one of GDOE's highest offenses that could result in expulsion. But it's not the only route he plans to address this issue.
So in this case, rioting is obviously one of our highest offenses, and that could result in suspension up to 10 days. It may result in some cases expulsion. But the disciplinary measures are really not the only measures that we want to take, especially in circumstances like this. Because alcohol is involved. We have with the Student Support Services Division, we have alcohol, and drug prevention program. In some cases, it's counseling that we need to provide with the students.
Sanchez says he has not heard of any reports of this nature since he has resumed the role of acting superintendent, but adds that he believes the schools facing these situations should continue to provide as many types of support as possible to address the root cause of the issue.
I think a lot of times, if something's happening in the lives of these students that's causing them to drink during the day and causing them to drink, at that age, there may be some root causes that we need to take a look at.
Sanchez says the investigation for the two incidents is still ongoing, but hopes that the disciplinary measures coupled with the support programs will send a message to the students involved. Reporting for PNC News, I'm Rebecca Elmore.